Good evening, everyone. Hello. How are we all doing? I hope our Tuesday is going well. I hope regardless of the stressful day that we had, we are ready to continue today's class. Good evening. Good evening, Afolabi. Good evening, Mobisola. Good evening, Esther. Hi, Bukola. Welcome, Esther. Thank you for still making it to this class. Thank you. Hi, Aisha. Good evening. So we're going to do salutations for the next 4 minutes. Or less, depending on how chatty we feel today. Good evening, Oluwatito Fumi. I hope I got that right today. Good evening, Ojo. Hi, Jonah. Lovely seeing you again. I enjoy the fact that I keep seeing the names I'm used to, and it shows that everybody is making it to class, and I'm really very grateful that you all. Hi, Blessing. I'm good. Thank you for asking. My day went well. Thank you. So, just a recap from what was discussed yesterday. Yesterday, we started customer support. Good evening, Esther James. Hello, Nimi. I'm Hola. Hi. Oh, it's raining. Sorry about that, Odola. Thank you, Jonah. I decided to try. So I'm always changing my hairstyle. It's one of my. Thank you. I'm glad you like it today. Good evening, Mercy. Welcome to class today. Hello, Anastasia. So, if we have any question regarding yesterday's what was discussed yesterday, we're also going to do a summary of everything by tomorrow. So, for those that missed part of the class earlier, maybe they joined late, we would have a summary by tomorrow. Hi, Prayer, confidence. Thank you. Thank you, Thelma. Hi, Amiola. It's good to see you here. At least I like the fact that you're always here. It really gives me great joy um seeing all of you, and then I'm recognizing your names, and that's really good. So thank you for joining us again. So we're going to give another 2 minutes while I find the slide. We can say our hellos before we go right into it. So the objective for this week is, customer support is every virtual assistant. Now it depends on your niche. Part of your what one of your essential role is to help manage customers that handle dealings. Hello, Johnson. Welcome. So we're going to understand by this week we will be able to fully understand the key principles of customer support and its importance in business operations. And we started by introductions. We discussed a little bit of, we did the proper introduction into customer service. We talked about that. And now we are at social media management. All right. So it's 1 minute to end of salutations, and we delve into the rest of our learning material. Good evening, Oladoyin. And yes, now we are going to start our class. So today, I know we started off discussing a little bit about social media management and customer management. So I tweaked the material a bit. Now, I understand that we started off discussing the the role of a customer support VA and these traits that customer support agents are expected to have. That's patience, empathy, and then problem solving skills. Basically, that is who you are going to embody as a customer support virtual assistant. And now you are going to provide service in businesses. We need so that the reason why contact information is always very is a requirement in data collection, especially when you are advertising your company. You put a contact where people are going to reach you from. So now when someone does reach out to you, some clients will come in as very curious. They want to know what your service is about. So the way they will reach out to you, you're going to provide your phone number, your email address. If you have social media handles like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and the likes, you would advertise your service there. And then when you do that, there are customer support agents that are waiting to receive you. Now, if it so happens that your client comes in via social media, that either your Instagram, Twitter, you know, all of the Instagram, all of the social media platforms. Somebody might reach out to you on Facebook. You have let's see who we use today. We'll do fashion retailer. I sell thrifts, and I have a company that I have, I have a company that is let me see, a website. Oh, that's going too far, but all right. So I have a website that where I advertise my thrifts, and I put my handles, my contact information is there. I advertise on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. I just post all of this there, my website link and all of that. So now I am advertising myself. Now, curious clients would want to come in through those social media. Now, they might not want to directly call you or send you an email. They want to just go through your social media handles, which is their comfort zone. So somebody will send you a DM, and then you, as a customer support, you're supposed to be there on standby to receive your client. So now the importance of social media in customer support. Social media has become a very crucial platform for customers to voice opinions, ask questions, and engage with brands. Just like your Instagram and Facebook, where you have various brands, organizations, advertising themselves. There are instances where you want to throw a comment, make an inquiry, ask you questions. Now, a proactive social media strategy this is essential because it maintains customer satisfaction and enhancing brand visibility. Now that your organization is on social media, it's a proactive strategy. This simply means that you are thinking ahead. Now, while you are dealing with current customers, your flyer is out there on social media where people can reach out to you, drop their messages, throw in comments, and your brand is out there servicing people from the internet world. I don't know if you understand what I mean. So yes, that's the importance of, since everybody's on social media, everybody's on Facebook, everybody is on some people's favorite social media platform is TikTok. I still don't understand how TikTok works, but I go there very often. I have a friend that does TikTok all the time. Like she doesn't chat on Instagram or Twitter. It's TikTok. She has her engagement. So so some key social media channels are Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the more professional channel where people are, job seekers, employers, all this hierarchy in the administrative sector. That's where they all go. This is more like the social media for, how do I say this? It's a career media where you go to just show off your resume, seek jobs, show off your achievements. So that's kind of channel. So for Instagram, then there's Twitter. So next we want to talk about the techniques for social media management. There are all those three techniques are used hand in hand. You want to one technique that is really, really very important is the real-time engagement. The life cycle of response for every VA should be at the latest within 3 hours of when the message is sent, so that your client, has this sense of, oh, these guys are on top of their game. As much as you can, try and respond to so customer expect quick responses on social media platforms. For example, a customer might tweet about a product issue and a timely response can diffuse frustration. So in this case, what this simply means is, for example, let's say MTN, let's use the MiFi, and on Twitter, somebody tweets something about, oh, my MTN MiFi hasn't had network, I've recharged and I've not been credited yet. A proactive VA would, the moment you, so you're always going to, be distracted or sometimes, but the moment you just see a message like that, it's either a complaint or an inquiry, you want to respond as soon as you see it, not later than. And some people will say, oh, I saw it late. That's why you have to try and always check. Later on, we'll discuss about how to allocate times to your work, but then you have to check and try to give as much as you can out of 50 messages. Give real time to at least 30. It's hard, but you can do it if you are handling social media real time. It one of the downside, it's not really a downside, but professionally it's good, but then in your personal life it's going to be, for me it's a downside, because now anytime I get like maybe my private chats, maybe from WhatsApp, or I respond quickly, it's annoying because some people are not actually what the quick response. So now I am training myself to deliberately just see it and ignore it. But for as a professional, as a VA, quick response, real time responses is really, really important. And then you see content monitoring, trade brand. So another technique is content monitoring. You have to track brand response, brand mentions, comments, and hashtags to identify potential issues or trends. Now you have to so Nigeria is, they call it a cruise country because we are always catching up to all of the trends. That is how you manage your social media. People do skits with emerging trends. They change every day. Somebody's doing something funny, somebody's making a joke out of it. That's the content monitoring. You have to track who is in vogue, what is the latest going on, check your comments, what is being said, the hashtag, who is whose hashtags posing. As a social media man, you're going to learn this on the job. This is just basically what content monitoring is about. Then you also, another technique is scheduled posting. You plan and schedule posts that offer helpful information, answers questions, or product or promote new products. Sorry about that. I don't know if I can see it. It's an error at the bottom where it promotes new products. I will adjust this before it's being shared with you. So scheduled posting is just, you don't post all at once on social media, even for, oh, sorry, I was reading a question that was just shared, but I'll address that question later. Okay, so for scheduled posting, you don't just post all at once. For example, if for your birthday, if you want to celebrate yourself, you don't just, some people will just post on their birthday and be like, ah, happy birthday, me. That's just direct. But then if you do a build up, maybe 10 days to the birthday or 2 weeks to your birthday, you do a, or you, oh no, sorry, that's even too long. let's say 5 days to your birthday, or you can do a 10 days countdown and then do a memory. So you want to now schedule this post. You'll be like, okay, today maybe I'll post once in a week, so to build people's anticipation. And then when my birthday comes, I'm going to now post like really fire pictures. So people, you have to, as a social media manager or a VA that is handling social media, you don't just post all at once. You'll be how do they call that? What's the word I'm looking for? Your page will be too unnecessary. You'll be unnecessarily busy, and you'll be giving your audience too much to digest. So, but if you schedule your post to give them enough time to see it, and then maybe, because there are some posts that get repeated, like you can in a thread for the day, in the algorithm it's going to send it like twice or three times based on how often you refresh your page and all of that. So when you schedule your posting, you don't just give your audience too much to digest at the same time. You give them different things, information, helpful information, answer question and answers. Maybe on a Tuesday you do question and answer session with so team. Maybe on a Wednesday you're posting maybe new product alerts. Maybe on a Sunday, or just once a week. So I don't know, depending on what depends on what your depends on what the niche is you're working for. You would know how to schedule your posting. So now customer engagement strategies. So now that for the social media, once an inquiry comes in, you're going to address it. Now, what are some customer engagement strategies? Interactive content, using polls, quizzes, and context to, sorry, excuse me. So interactive content. For example, Multina dance, or I'm using Multina because it's a family brand. I mean, I don't know if what Multina is. It's a drink they used to. I don't know if they do now. I haven't followed their page in a very long while, but they used to do quizzes and then throw contests and all of that. And they have contests, dance, quizzes, and all things that are engaging. Like people like things that have their attention, that they would, something that's going to distract them positively. And now once you do that, you're engaging your audience. Now you can't do it on your own as a social media manager. You have to get approval from your company. But interactive content, so now doing contests and all of that, your company has to be the one to approve it. But for quizzes and polls, it's something you can be creative about. You would now send feedback to them, to your company, for them to approve before you can even post this. So just so you know. Now, customer testimonial. You want to share you want to share feedback, stories, reviews. This builds trust with new customers. So when you offer a service, you would want to follow up with your client, the client you have just provided a service for. You want to ask the client if the client is satisfied, and whatever feedback they give you, if it's a positive one, you try as much as you can to have positive feedbacks from client testimonial. That's after the service has been met. You want to so now, as much as you can, try to get positive feedback. And now when this positive feedback come in, you now share the customer stories on your post. You could do a carousel, or you could just do reviews Thursday, and then post all the reviews that you see in your that you have received. Now, this not only gives you content, but you are now new customers. Someone as random as me can just come and be like, oh, okay, oh, this thrift store, wow, she said this glove fit like a glove. Oh, okay, the dresses are ready to wear. If I get a thrift store that is ready to wear, that mean they've done the whole laundry and ironing and all, it's ready to wear. I'm going to give a very good, because I will like, okay, I'm let's pretend that I'm in a fashion emergency, and I reach out to the thrift store, and then they send the dress in very good time, and then I even see on the label that's ready to wear. I'll be so happy. It's something I can even snap, take a picture of, and post my review. Now this is going to be good. This is going to be good. a very good review for the company, and it's going to build their audience and trust. Because now, if I post that online, people are going to be like, "Oh, she posted it. This is looking real time. This is, organic stories builds trust." That's how it actually works. And then personalized responses. Now, this strategy is really tricky because some people, in as much as you may have templates for SMSs and maybe templates for Instagram responses. But when you want to engage with customers, you want to personalize the experience by using their names and addressing their concerns and compliment individually. Like you're going to listen when you listen to your customer give their whatever it is they are telling you, you listen to it, and then when you're responding, you have to address the concern or complaint or compliment individually. For example, the client calls to say, "Oh, hello, hi Cynthia, how are you? We received that order. Thank you, it came timely. Oh, um, um, I'm glad I used your team. You have always the review I've seen are amazing, so that's why I trusted your team." Something like that. Now I'm going to say something like, "Oh, thank you for confirming you received your order and you like what you see. Thank you for your kind words. We look forward to seeing your own review." And that is how you have addressed that. I personalized it and I responded to her her feedback. Now, a social media case study that I want to use is the Airbnb social media engagement. So now Airbnb, it excels at engaging with its customer. Airbnb excels at engaging with its customer on social media. Yes, because nobody wants to go physically except the place is closed. But then that defeats the purpose of it being an Airbnb. They are mostly on social media, so that's Instagram, Twitter, and all the likes advertising their service. Now, these guys have people that are on standby literally. Like if I should say a hi right now, if a chat box doesn't respond to me, a chat box will respond to me first, and then a live attendant will respond to me minutes after. So they are always responding promptly to their customer inquiries, be it by Twitter or both, because it's a foreign, the brands that excel more are the foreign brands, and you're going to get them more on Twitter. And these guys, they assist you from their social media platforms. They assist you with booking, payments, and in case there's a property issue that you have a complaint that you want to complain about, you can reach out to them there. They also use Instagram to showcase their now the user generated content is for brand visibility. And this is live real time pictures, reviews, and all of that for Instagram. So this is what the social media engagement strategies that companies use to get their clients, and then you as a VA would be on the forefront to receive them. Now, what are some important strategies? What are some improvement strategies? Now, improvement strategies for customer engagement is regular training. You want to ensure that the customer support team stays updated on the latest service techniques and tools. So this simply means you want to so regular training. Regular training is all about, now if it's this is for like organizations, but for self-training, you want to, you know, check what's happening, what are the latest headsets or what latest written styles. There are content out there that helps improve your client reception. So you can always, for companies is regular training, but for personal, you want to always expand your knowledge, build your vocabulary, and you just want to train yourself to be better. Now, feedback loops. Use customer feedback to continually adjust and improve your service strategy. This is all about collecting feedback. like whatever it is your client has to say, you need to take it to the team for them to address. Now, some teams can be ignorant, but you want to as a virtual assistant who is in customer support, you have to tell your team, show them the importance of addressing the feedback. And if they don't, you tried your best and you just leave it at that. But customer feedback, you want to always check it, ask customers for their feedback, and address it accordingly. That's as a team. Now, the other strategy, improvement strategy, is customer journey mapping. For this, you want to visualize each step a customer takes in their interaction with your brand to identify pain points and areas for improvement. This is basically when the customer journey mapping is just how the process of the workflow for a particular client is. You want to see how many days did the client um, did the client make payment on the spot? Was there hesitation? If yes, how did you address it? If no, it's just basically taking note of the steps and interactions from when the client came in till the end of the job. Now, an example of improvement is a software company notices a recurring issue reported by customers regarding product updates. They use customer feedback to create a detailed question and answer section, reducing the number of complaints and increasing satisfaction. So now this simply is do you know why I use software? Because it's a lot relatable, because software, let's say most relatable, GT Bank, there was a recent update for their app, and I don't know how they automated it, but the app on its own, I don't know if it's my phone that did that, but the app updated on its own, and I was having issues logging into my app. So what I did was I just went to Instagram, and I just wrote to GT Bank. I went to one of their recent posts and I asked GT Bank, I said, the recent update has locked me out of my app. And immediately I got a response, and then I received an email, and then now this way this is me. But then how they deal, so if it's reoccurring, like I have made it example, and how now if they keep getting random related issues on Instagram, they want to now do like a question and a segment on a post. Now they could just do a post and be like, question and answer, or just tell me what your grievance is. Now you're giving the your customers an opportunity to give your customer an opportunity to vent and tell you how it is they feel, or if there's any certain problem they've been having, they just let you know there. And then you, as a customer agent, you're supposed to be on the standby receiving that, and then compelling your company to address. And if they don't address it, it's going to be on the company. Now, understanding emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotion in oneself and others. Now, in customer support, high emotional intelligence is this allows virtual assistants to empathize with customers, stay calm under pressure, and handle difficult situations effectively. I saw in the comments where someone said yesterday that being a virtual assistant, you need a lot of patience. You don't just need patience, you need to be patient and emotionally intelligent so that you are able to handle your clients, because there are some clients that are going to come with their probably transfer of aggression. They're having a bad day, or some certain expectation that wasn't met. Now, however it is that your client reaches out to you, you have to be emotionally intelligent to recognize, understand, and manage their emotion. Now, in yourself first, based on, you have to be calm. You don't have to spit fire for fire what your client is saying, or be all defensive. No, you want to be calm. And then in others is for you to sense the pain points. The client is angry, the client sounds tired, the client wanted to use the pictures for something, wanted to use the dress for something, missed the day. So you want to find the pain point and address accordingly. Now, building relationships and maintaining client relationships. So, building and maintaining client relationships as a virtual assistant in client retention. Now, client retention is all about having the ability to keep a client, and then maybe you serve the client the first time, like, and now the client has another, well, since we're using fashion today, has another occasion that she wants to go for, and she wants us to dress at the occasion, or maybe she saw a dress and she's a returning client. Now, the way you handle your clients from the onset to the end of the delivery, would that make or mar the relationship the next time? So it's going to, that how you handle your clients will tell if they're going to come back. So now, maintaining a strong relationship with clients is essential because as you're working in customer support, they'll be like, oh, um, oh, the girl from, oh no, no, they won't say girl, but oh, okay, no, so they'll say something like, that thrift store, they have very good customer service. They'll not necessarily say, ah, that customer agent was nice. They would then say that, oh, I love the customer service of this company. I love the customer service of that company. So that's how they're going to categorize it. But you know that you are the customer support agent that provides that service. So now that's how this plays a very it plays a key role in creating long term relationships, because these clients are going to come back. They've spoken well of your company, and then you want to maintain it by doing follow ups. You have provided excellent service. You want to follow up with your clients, random follow ups, and be like, it depends on the niche and what it is that what services that you're providing. That will tell in the follow up you're going to want to do. So it's very essential that we're emotionally intelligent to, to sense that our clients would have recurring needs, and then we will be at service to provide it to them. Now I'm speaking as a virtual assistant already working for a company. So that is the importance of building and maintaining client relationships. Now, key practices for building relationships are there. Three of them. I think I've outlined just three. So consistency in communication. You want to always communicate in timely and consistent manner to build trust. Now, this is just going to tell from when the client comes in to when the service has been provided. You want to follow up timely. You want to let the clients know that, oh, we have you in mind. Thank you for coming to us. For you just want to keep up with it. It depends on what it is that which organization it is that you're working for anyway. That will tell how timely and constant your follow-ups are going to be. Now, personalization. This is simply using the customer's name in communication and remember key details. Of course, previous interaction and purchase history. Now, this is very previous interaction, especially if in the event where a client you've provided a service, since we're using fashion today, the lady bought a dress, and you want to upsell a blazer, and you could tell her that, oh, there's a blazer. No, no, no. Let's say she sees a blazer that she wants to match with the dress, and she tells you something like, oh, she tells you something like, oh, I love that blazer. If I do have money, I will come for it. Now, the next time you're talking with the client and you're following, let's say in the event where she has paid and you have sent the delivery, you want to personally be like, oh, hi Esther, how you doing? This is to let you know that your dress has been delivered. A gentle reminder that the blazer is still available. You mentioned that you want to know if you want to sell it, if you want it, if we can keep it for you, or if not, someone has already shown interest in the blazer. I want to know if we should keep it for you or sell it. So now this is just, building. This is just doing follow ups and upselling, but this is also an example of personalizing communications with your customers. And when it comes to remembering key details, that's also an example that shows remembering key details. Now, proactive engagement. Now, this Now with proactive engagement, you want to reach out to customers with relevant updates or check in regularly to ensure they are satisfied with the service. Now, this checking regularly doesn't mean you should please follow up with them every month. Please don't do that, depending on whatever it is, whatever service it might be. For inverters, you are a VA for an electrical company that does inverters and solar panels and all of that. And they have a social media platform where their customers can interact with them. Now, maybe in events where the client has, for inverters, I think they do check-ins, something like that, routine check-ins, or you can call. I don't know if it's routine or they have to pay for the check-ins, but whichever. What I'm trying to say is, you can offer a service to them, like tell them that, oh, to recharge or to, you can just, I can't think off the top of my head, I can't think of an example, but it's something about service and okay, since we're using fashion design now, so since we're using dresses, we can say there's going to be a discount sale on Sunday. That's a relevant update. You want to just put that on your page, or you send it directly to your customers. Like customer that is returned, maybe customer has used your service. Thank you. So the customer has used your service and you want to advertise maybe a discount. You can just either post it on your, if you want to make it exclusive, you can either post it on your social media, or you send it as a direct DM to your client. Now, this is proactive engagement. You are showing the client. Now, some people may get interested and then, want to use you again. Now, there are some client retention strategies for virtual assistants. Now, these are some, okay. Let me take some questions now so that I don't go too far. No, we're not using cake today. Today we're using dresses. Okay, so question. You talked about documenting complaints. Is it for the company or personal use? And are there a format we're using to do so? So now in documenting complaints is for the company, except if the complaint is directed to you, and then you hope your company doesn't see it, because that's like a red flag. If a customer is complaining of a customer support agent, that's really bad. So you want to, if the complaint comes in, it has to be about the product, so about the service that the company has rendered. So when you're documenting complaints, it's for the company, and there is no format. It's just writing it down. Oh, Esther reached out today to complain about the inverter not working, and something like, just that is documenting complaints. Okay, so I see that a lot of us are experiencing network issues. Mm, mm, mm. Can we please confirm that we are following? Because now I see that most of us have been having like network issues. So can we please confirm that we are all here and I'm not alone by myself? And if you have questions, you can please ask me questions with what has been discussed so far. Thank you, Esther, for confirming that you're following. You're welcome, Jonah. So also, if you have questions, now is the time for us to do questions. So we can do questions and then proceed for a break. Okay. Thank you, Afolabi, for confirming that I'm not alone. All right, awesome. Okay, so do we have any questions? Oh, lovely. And I'm so sorry that I don't know if the video is showing or not, but I'm glad that the audio is being reliable. Amiola, thank you for confirming that you are following. All right, Rosalind, thank you for confirming you can hear me clearly. Do we have any questions? Oladoyi, thank you for confirming I'm not alone. Hmm. So I want to give 10 minutes to questions. If we have questions, now is the time. Bolaji, so sorry about your network. Sorry about that. Okay, so the network, I'm so sorry about the network that some of us are having, the network issues. Ah, so we will be, so right now I want us to, if we have any questions, somewhere you didn't understand, you want me to make like shed more light, clarify. Now is the time. You will also have time in the next hour, but I want us to address it in bits so we are not overwhelmed. By the time we're back from our break, we will continue from client retention strategies. Well, I want us to ask questions right now. Thank you, Lovely, for confirming. Is it compulsory for a VA to also be a social media manager? Honestly, no. Now, it's a yes and no depending on the niche. So if your company has an online platform, but there is no social media manager yet, you as a virtual assistant may be tasked with handling it. So you may not be doing all of it, but you probably will just be doing the customer support, taking in the inquiries and responding to all of that. So it depends on the company you're working for. If your company is maybe Money Points, you'll be handling their social media. There's a lot of drama going on in the comment section on Money Points. You just go there, and so as a social media support for Money Points, you want to go there and fish out the questions, the inquiries, or queries as it may be. That's what you're going to be there for, not necessarily doing the posting, except you are hired as a social media manager. But if you're hired as a virtual assistant and then you have a section, there is there is a so if it is customer support that you are coming there into the company as a virtual assistant, you are going to handle Instagram. Sorry, that's social media because it's customer support. Except now the company is so it's large enough to want to like have a social media manager, but if not, you will be the one to handle it. Okay, Ekeminia Basi, are we going to have a physical training after the training? Ma, I am unable to answer that. Will The technical team will help with the lecture notes. Ngozi, I just got here. Can you please do a recap? Ngozi, not to worry. We can just follow suit. Tomorrow I'm going to do like a recap. I will do a recap when we're back from our break, maybe just at the end, or don't worry, I will do a recap. And I'll do another recap tomorrow, maybe. I don't want you guys to go. Kindly check your Canva. Some notes were dropped. Sorry, apology. Hope if a VA is a social media manager, will they also be responsible for content creation? Very good question. Now it depends. If you are tasked with managing that social media, yes, it's either you are going to tell your because content creation on its own is a job. It's a job on its own, so it's really not it. As a social media manager, it's a skill you're supposed to have. So if you're a VA and you can provide content, you can you make content for your company, it's a plus for you. But if you are a VA that is managing somebody's social media, it's either you ask for help or you have to provide the content by yourself. So yes. Do companies how does social manager relate to how does social media manager relate to customer support? I think what you're asking, Cecilia, is how does social media management relate to customer support? So it depends on what it is that you are doing, the role. But if you're a virtual assistant that is receiving complaints from social media, you have to social media management is not just about creating content, it's also about managing the inboxes that comes in, the complaints that comes in from the client. So na collabo. Sorry, they work hand in hand. They work hand in hand, I mean. Ajay, it means when applying for a VA job and you have knowledge of it. Yes, you have to put it in your resume. Every skill you have and you can talk about, put it in your resume, please. It's not easy to have achieved what you have achieved. So please put it in your resume. Just make it align. And so this is, can we have attendance? This is for tech team. Can we get this PDF? Tech team following. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes. All right. So I want us to go further, but I want us to go on a break and then come back. So if the tech team can please take us on a break, we'll be back by 8 so we can discuss the rest of our module. Okay, just before we go, what if I don't have it? No, it's fine. I think we can go now. We can just take these questions down. Tech team will just help me take down these questions and I'll address this after the break, after we're back for the break, from the break. So tech team, take it away. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Apologies for being 1 minute late. Um, so I saw a couple of questions just before the break, and I'm going to look for the questions right now. Olani Raimon. I hope I got that right. So your question is email marketing a niche on its own, or is it under support? That is marketing. That's marketing on it. That's in marketing. Yes, it's a niche on its own. It depends on if you're in sales. If you're a virtual assistant in sales, yes, you need to know with email marketing, and then you also it just depends on if that is your own niche. Yes. But as a customer support agent, it's possible that as you're sending, developing the email, if somebody has to be receiving it just depends on what role it is that you're working on or from. So where can we get our first job as? So Adeoye Bayemi, thank you for the class. You're welcome. Where can we get our first job as a VA? Like, is there? Yeah, there are sites, remote.com, Jobberman. There are sites. Some of these things are really easy with self help. Just go to Google, and it will give you a list of sites where you can, apply for jobs. And how do we handle first clients, especially during interview? This is basically asking me how to help you with an interview. That's on its own. It's a topic that has to be. You just need to have a good resume and answer questions confidently. That's basically it. But if you want help with interviews, that's a different section on its own. You can but basically it's just be confident of your resume and be ready for questions and be calm, listen, and then answer your questions, and with God on your side you will get the job. Being a VA, must I handle social media platforms, or won't they employ a social media person separately because social media management is time consuming? Yes, it's time consuming, but like I said, it depends on the workforce. Is the company a start? If it's a startup, you don't need a social media manager honestly for a startup because it's small and there is no the traffic isn't so much as an established company would now. So most companies that have social media managers doesn't mean that you don't have someone that can handle social media. Please don't get it wrong. For every role, there's someone that can manage it, but they just delegate it so that it doesn't become too much for one person. What if I don't have a deep knowledge about social media and I'm required to work as a social media manager? What do I do? Did you apply for the role as a social media manager? If you did, you have to, read, make researches for the whole social media thing. But if it's your company that is making you handle social media, you probably will just be handling customer the message session where it's just getting information. People that has reached out, you want to know what they're reaching out about, if they have a complaint, or that's where you'll be handling. You will not necessarily handle social media. You just be handling the sorry you just be handling the messages. So I'm looking for Doye. Let me confirm. I don't know if I have read that. Okay, a virtual Job interviews done virtually or physical. They are done virtually. If it's a virtual assistant, so it's virtually. So now let's get back into our lecture. So client retention strategies for virtual assistants. Now, what are the strategies that you need to use to keep your clients, like retain them? You want to do customer follow up. After an issue is resolved or purchase is made, follow up with customers to ensure their experience meets their expectation. This simple gesture can greatly improve a customer loyalty. Let's say simply, you can never get it wrong with customer follow up. Don't do it too much because then you'll be, excuse me, sorry. Don't do it too much because your your clients will not be tired of receiving your calls. You just have to schedule the follow ups, especially maybe after an issue has been resolved, maybe a torn outfit or something, and then your company, sent her a replacement. You want to follow up to find out if she liked the dress or not. Now, this just lets the clients know that you care and their satisfaction is your topmost. That's what you want, and this improves customer loyalty, meaning like your customer will be like, oh, okay, this company, their customer service followed up with me to make sure that they met my expectations. I like their service. I'm going to come back to them. That's client loyalty. Now, exclusive offers assist clients in creating loyalty programs or exclusive offers for repeat customers, increasing customer retention rates. Now, this is for the advanced. This is an advanced. Basically, this bits are advanced, more like bonus information. But when it comes to exclusive offers, your company is going to approve or not, or then you will have to come up with if you're working as a social media manager, a virtual assistant who is a social media manager, you want to come up with loyalty programs that helps with client retention. So an example is a VA for a fitness brand noticed that clients who haven't made a purchase in over 6 months were at risk of leaving. So now you know how it is with the G volume. Thank you. Sorry. So sorry, I lost my train of thought while I'm back. So now, you know how it is with fitness centers. You register for either a month, 3 months, or 6 months. So now, as a virtual assistant, you're watching your data and you're noticing that clients, you now notice a trend that clients who haven't made a purchase in over 6 months were at the risk of leaving, like not working with your fitness center again. So now to re-engage them, you can come up with a personalized email offer campaigning a discount on new arrivals. So if you are, let's say the company is you haven't registered in 6 months and then you see something in your email and that says 20% discount on re-subscription. Now your client, now maybe sometimes it's that they don't have money to resubscribe or they don't have the motivation to work out again. Now you can either put a personalized trainer um discount or something that's going to be something that's incentive to your clients, to depending on the niche you will be able to come up with ideas to re-engage your customers. Now, multitasking and time management in customer support. I know I mentioned that I was going to talk about this. Now, as a virtual assistant, basically one important skill is your ability to multitask. It comes in very, very, very handy because there are a lot of complaints coming in from different sectors. Like, believe it or not, some people would think that being a virtual assistant, there is a there's a set of job responsibility you're going to be addressing. But honestly, sometimes they will throw some responsibility at you that you just have to, prioritize and find a way to make it work so you're efficient. So now when it comes to customer support, you have to learn how to balance multiple customer queries. Now, as a virtual assistant, handling customer support often involves juggling multiple inquiries, tasks, and priorities. Learning to multitask and manage time effectively is crucial to maintaining high service levels. Now, you just have to prioritize, know which is important and which can be handled later. So when you are able to prioritize, you know for a fact which complaint you're addressing first, customer which customer is being which customer is really angry and needs immediate attention. All of that, you have to be very, very sensitive to that. I'm very, very sensitive to that. So now some time management techniques, I already mentioned it. So prioritization, this you want to categorize tasks based on urgency and importance. You want to handle the urgent customer complaints first, then move to less pressing tasks. That is just the act of to prioritize. Now batching tasks, this is something I do. You group similar tasks together, e.g., answering emails, which is responding to emails, follow up on inquiries, or updating question and answer section to improve efficiency. Now you can, for example, what I do normally is when I say batch, you are okay, I'm going to dedicate this time to answering emails and every text related communication that comes into the team. So I'm going to attend text related, that's emails, text, or WhatsApp. I'll use 1 hour for emails, 1 hour for. So that's how you batch your tasks and you'll be able to efficiently clear them. Excuse me. So now you want to use tools. Now, honestly, using tools is an advanced technique. You don't want to use tools right now. You will start with the basics to just the project management, basically just Trello. But um the reason why I'm not going to advise you to use tools right away is because I want you to be able to hold yourself accountable with time management, and then you can now advance to using your tax management tools. Now, this they're going to ensure, because there are some very simple tasks. Trello is basically for as a VA that is just starting. I understand that you want to be efficient, you want to be techy, you want to use tools, but if the tasks do not require you to leverage on their tool, there's really no point. You're just going to wasting now. You're now using your time poorly. So you want to just make sure that, but this is an advanced technique anyway. An example is a VA managing customer support for a small tech company uses the time blocking method to focus on answering customer emails for 90 minutes each morning and then handle social media queries for the next hour. But by blocking time for each activity, they ensure all tasks are addressed efficiently. So now this is now time blocking. Now remember how we talked about time blocking in the calendar. Time blocking doesn't necessarily mean to go and block your whole calendar and say I'm not available by this time. It's being cautious that I'm dedicating this certain time to to a task, because there's sometimes you block time unnecessarily and then clients are not able to book for your service in that time depending on how your calendar works. So this is just about dedicating an amount of your time so that you're able to address certain tasks so that you can be efficient and cover as much tasks as you can for the day. Rachel, the video description is technical team is going to thank you. We'll resolve the first question and answer. So now I don't understand that question. Treasure, what's your question about on how to block time? Blocking time is simply setting aside a certain amount of time to achieve a task. You can either do it on your personal calendar but not on the company calendar, especially if it's because you're handling tax. Now, blocking time is you are going to dedicate this amount of time to this tax. I'm not going to do any other thing apart from that. That's basically what blocking time means in this aspect. Okay. Meaning of F. So that's question and answer. Yes, thank you. Frequently asked questions. Okay. Friends, can you please respond? Question is, can you please respond to email management with emphasis on labels? Amiola, what do you mean by can I please respond email management with emphasis on labels? That I don't understand the question itself. Are you asking me about the labels itself? Labels is just something you that helps you. So the thing with email management and labels is that you create labels to categorize your to easily identify your emails. So it's just about creating tags and then sending those emails to those tags. That is just what it means. It's just like saying, let's say, for example, you have email from GT Bank or email from GT Bank, emails from GT Bank, emails from Kuda, emails from DSTV. Now you want to create labels so that you can check your subscription. You don't want to miss on subscription or any bonus they might have or promo. So you can create a label and just identify it accordingly. DSTV, Gmail, sorry, GT Bank, and maybe Kuda. So now whenever these emails come in, you're going to categorize it. You're going to move the emails to those labels. Is that you move it there or you label it? You can either move or just tag it that label, and then it's easier for you to find these emails. So basically, labeling is for easy tracking. I think that's what I should have just used. Labeling helps you with tracking your emails. La la la. Question. No, I think I've addressed this. Mm. How will others know you? Nobody's going to know you blocked your time. You are the only one that knows you've blocked time. If a VA blocks time, how will clients know that they shouldn't call at a time? So now the thing with block, if you block time on a calendar, clients will not be able to book anything within the calendar. You learn this when you start using your calendar app that has been synchronized with, sorry, synced. It has been synced with your calendar management app. So that's just that about it. Repeat. When the customer wants to book your service, does it automatically reflect on it? No, you have heritage for that to happen. Yes, subsequently, that is after you've done it over and over again, and then the Google machine learning has just now adapted. Okay, those emails should be moved there. So yeah, a copy will be there. I was not getting it. I hope I have been able to explain it to you, Amiola. So labeling helps you find your emails easily. I think that's what I should have just said. So once you create a label for recurring emails that are important, and the day you're looking for an email, you can just go into search box and write the name of your of the and write the name of the email, and you will find it. That's that about email label. So this is question is saying When it is VA, when a customer wants to book your service, does it automatically reflect on the VA's calendar, or do you have to manually impute it? So it depends. You either you either you either already have an automated calendar that would show available times, or the clients would, speak with the VA to confirm when is the best time to meet. So please, I asked earlier if it's compulsory for a VA to handle cost company to handle the company's social or client's social media platform. Isn't the client meant to hire a separate social media manager? Yes, some of them are, but they don't. And if you are asked to, except you, honestly, it depends on the role that you're coming in there as. If you're handling customer support, in social media, you're going to have a social media manager, but you're going to be handling support. You're going to be handling customer support for the social media manager. Yeah. Okay, so I don't see any other questions. I'll wait for another 5 minutes. Okay, thank you for confirming that you understand now, Amila. Honestly, Doye, I don't know right now if companies accept VAs for free. It depends if they have a need, yes. Excuse me. When a client wants to book you as a VA, how would they see your calendar? You would have already set up your calendar before the client starts booking. Hmm. Okay. If there are no questions, we would. Oh, no, no, Ojuko, it's fine. The technical team will help with that. The technical team will help with the materials. It will be shared. Okay, so no questions. We're going to move forward with conflict resolution and dealing with difficult customer. I know I mentioned it, but I cannot overemphasize the importance with learning the act of dealing with difficult customers. So some customers are going to come in and want to ruin your day, but you have to remain calm. Firstly, because it's when you're calm, you're able to think of whatever it is you have learned as a VA. The moment you decide to match your customer's energy by shouting, you're going to not only lose your customer, but there's going to be bad review for your company, and that's not good. Now some here are some strategies for de-escalating. Now, de-escalating simply means chosen. Tech team, can we please help chosen with her complaint? She says she wants to DM me, and the tech team hasn't reached out to her yet on how to do that. Can we please assist chosen Yanolua with her complaints, please? I will copy it and paste it to our private so that you can see it. Her name is Chosen Olua. Sorry, Chosen Iyanu Olua. Okay, so Hope is asking, after creating a label, do subsequent emails go straight to that label? Yes, it does. Mm, okay, so Johnson, your question is when you start working as a VA, let me explain it to you. They don't necessarily how do I put this? They're not booking you. They are booking your company and you're representing your company. So the meeting is not going to be with you directly. It's going to be with your company. So this calendar you're going to share is going to be based on your company's availability, not your own. The only way it's going to be on your own, maybe it's if it's like a follow up and the company and members of the executive team doesn't need to be there. Or most of the meetings, sorry, sorry about that. So most of the meetings has to be with your company and you. So it's not your personal calendar, it's the company's calendar, please. But you don't need to send it. It's going to be in the information that you're going to share. I don't know how it works. It's either you're going to have like a link, but you will not you in the course of your training, your team will give you a better insight on how to share your calendar availability. Okay, so no questions then. Um, we're going to go straight into. I'm going to continue with strategies for de-escalating conflicts. Yeah, I'm glad you're understanding now. So now you want to remain calm in every situation. As a virtual assistant, you have to be calm regardless of how frustrated the customer may be. Staying calm and collected helps in resolving the issues. Now, some clients can overreact. And in the event where they do, you just have to remain calm. Even if the client is calling and spitting fire, you have to remain calm. It's hard. You're a human being too, but that is where emotional intelligence comes in. You want to remain calm, you want to acknowledge the problem. Now, acknowledging the problem is all about letting the customer know that you understand whatever it is for whatever frustration they may be experiencing, and you want to reassure them that you will or you're currently working on a solution so that the client knows that you value their feedback and so when you acknowledge the problem, now you're not only letting the customer know that okay, you're on the way to finding a solution is already in the works. Now, when you're offering solution, when you want to respond to the client's inquiry, you don't want to make excuses. You want to offer solutions. Now, you're not trying to defend your team for lagging in whatever it is the customer is complaining of. You want to instead offer solution to appease or appeal to the client for the cost for the company not meeting up to the promised service that they are going to offer the clients. So focus on offering solutions rather than making excuses for the problem. Now, you don't want to make excuses for the problem. That is, you don't want to simply don't make excuse for your company. When your customer has caught you in a fault, you want to acknowledge, you want to remain calm, and then you want to offer a solution. Because customers they appreciate proactive solution over explanation. Honestly, that is very, very true. I've had customers wanting to know when are we receiving our products, not why their product is being. They want to know why, but they also want to know more than anything. They want to know when are they going to receive their product in the event where it's a delayed service. Now, best practices for managing difficult customers. Listening actively. You have to just listen. Honestly, when you're calm, you also want to listen. You don't want to be calm and not pay attention to your client. You're just only going to aggravate the client. And it's not going to be good for you and your company. So you want to allow the customer to explain the issue in full without interrupting them. This shows empathy and it builds rapport because now you're listening to your clients. You're showing them that you are paying attention to them. You're concerned about whatever it is. They may be shouting and all of that, but the moment you're quiet and you're calm and you're allowing them to vent, there is some it's a little bit therapeutic, not going to like customer support agents are also therapists where we get to listen to our customer vent about a certain thing, and it may not be as bad as they are making it seem, but because they are probably just going through a bad day and then we mistakenly sent their product or something. So you just want to listen to them, to your customers. Now you want to offer multiple solutions to whatever problem it is they are bringing to you. Now, where it's not all of the scenarios that it's possible to give multiple, not to offer multiple solutions, but where it applies, give customer multiple solutions. I keep talking against refunds because, excuse me, most of the companies I've worked with, they don't offer refund for. Instead, they will offer either exchange or some sort of compensation, but never a refund. Now, making your this now, if you as much as you can. Now, a client maybe a client maybe pushing for refund, but you have to tactically talk your client out of the refund. Just tell them if it is company policy, you can let them know that it's against company policy to give a refund. But instead, we have other compensation plans that you may find agreeable. Now, this makes them feel empowered and then, gives them this sense of, they're indebted to us, so they want to make us happy kind of feeling. So that's why you want to offer multiple solutions. Now, afterwards, you want to follow up. Never has it been. Now, the thing with follow ups, you just don't want to do it close put. Like, you don't want to call every day or every week. You can do it once in 2 weeks, give them time. If you call, you send text, depending on the mode of communication. Now, once an issue has been resolved, like if it's an issue or you have delivered the service, you want to follow up to ensure that your customer is satisfied. Now, this can help repair any damage in the relationship or show that their concerns are taken seriously. Now, once you do follow ups, you want to check in on your customer satisfaction and confirm that the experience they have received has met their expectations. Now, if that so happens, you're going to have clients talking well about your company's customer service. And that is going to bring us to the end of our of the topic on the lessons that we have of learned for this week. I will do a recap. I will do a recap tomorrow of the entire slide. I will do a recap of the entire slides by tomorrow, but this is okay. So for the question concerning label, um, okay, let me see if I can. welcome, Amaka. So for the question concerning label, can there be more than can there be more than one VA in a company? Yes, there can be more than one VAs in a company. Can you explain how to create labels in email? It's a lot. So I will do a quick show and tell using my own. Sorry, using my own personal email. I will do that shortly. I will miss you too, lovely. I just want to figure out how to share my screen. Okay, so I'm going to do it, and the tech team will please help me put up my screen so that the rest of the ladies can. So, tech team, my screen is up. Can you please help me? Can you? Okay. All right. So this is my screen, and if you want to, when you want to create your labels, so this is basically what my Gmail user interface is about. So this is basically my private email, but let me just open this. And then now for labels, you want to add labels. You come to the left hand corner to create a new label. So basically, every email that has come in from ALX, there's none for now because I have wiped all of that. So they are going to be here. So every email that comes in from the incubator is going to just show itself here. So this is one that is still valid. I have removed all of them from this. So you want to create a new email, you come here to add email, and then we can do this for, let's see, no, very little is going to be, let's say, Kuda. And create. So now if I want to add, for me to add here, I'll have to come to my inbox and do Kuda. And yeah, this is a bill payment from Kuda. Now I want to more label as, I will come here and label it as Kuda. And now if I go to Kuda, I'm going to see it there. And then subsequently, as the emails are coming and as I'm tagging it, any email that comes in with the Kuda bill payments, whatever, it's going to go into this label. So I hope that helps. Oh, you're welcome, Warma. Dilemma. Is it possible to get the previous PV? Yes, the tech team will help with that. Yes, Mary, we still have tomorrow where we'll be doing a recap of all the of what we have discussed today. We're going to start from the very beginning. That is introduction to customer support. If you have missed Monday's class or you came late for Tuesday's class, tomorrow is a chance to join the recap class. I will take the whole slides again and explain as I did from Monday and today for tomorrow. So if we have any questions, please share with me. I want to answer your questions. I want to know what your thoughts are. Do you think being a virtual assistant with all of the various tasks that we are expected to handle, do you think it's something you're up for, or do you want to rather be somewhere else? Honestly, it's not easy anywhere. There are like a lot of multiple skills you're supposed to have. Well, subsequent emails. What kind of companies hires VA? A lot of companies, not all, but some of them hire virtual assistants. I'm not able to share that with you right now, not because I cannot, but because I do not have them at the back of the tip of my tongue. Will subsequent emails from the same source automatically be dropped there? Yes, it will be. For every label, will it automatically go directly to the name it belongs? Yes, over time. So you move it, you're not moving it there, you're labeling it as. Now you're only moving it there because you don't want it to be in the inbox. But if you just label it over time, it's going to just, go to its respective. The label will just come in. And then when you go to the label directly, you're going to see all of the emails related there. Some of them you have to label, it's not going to lie. Oh, lovely. And I'm glad you're up for it. Yes. I'm glad, Mercy. I'm glad that you enjoy my class. It really helps when I get feedback. I want to know because if there's nothing you're not understanding, just let me know. I will be very, very happy to clarify. Esther, you're welcome. I want to say a very big thank you to all of you lovely ladies for making time to join my class. It's not easy. I know we are ladies, we have busy days, and then we still make out time for this bootcamp. Honestly, thank you. Being a VA is going to be very exciting, but one has to pay attention to details a lot. Like that's why sometimes if you notice, sometimes when I pronounce a word, I am very conscious. I'm like, no, this is not sounding how it's supposed to sound. You have to pay attention to every detail. Um, Odunola, I'm glad you're enjoying the class. Thank you. Thank you, Titi Lola. You're welcome, Oyeniro. I hope I got your name, Oyeniro. I'm a Yoruba girl. I'm finding it hard to pronounce our word. Please forgive me. Um, okay, please. Thank you, Doye. Yeah, I was very careful with what I was sharing. It's a bill payment for it's a token number, so it's safe information. Except somebody wants to copy my email address, which was up there already. But I mean, lucky to those who have my email address. It's not it's the sacrifice I'm willing to make to show you all how to better understand labeling in the event to I know you want me to be aware of scammers and all of that, but don't worry, I have my cybersecurity training also, so I know when to look out for. But thank you for bringing that up. That is duly noted. Thank you. After creating label ma will previous email go? Yes, it won't go, it will just be labeled there, and then the day you go to label, you're going to see all of the labels there. Okay, so I said chosen. I have shared this with the tech team. I have shared your with this with the tech team. I have shared it, so someone will reach out to you. Olushola, you're welcome. You said you learned some of the experiences on the job. Please share some of the experiences again. Thanks, ma. But what is your honestly? If you call me Cynthia, I'm fine with Cynthia. But I am currently a miss. I am still a single Pringle. There's a few brothers there, but I'm focusing on work right now. I'm praying that Jesus sends me the mister that will make me a Mrs. So I am currently a Miss. Preferably just call me Cynthia, please. It's because of I'm being professional. I would answer a Miss, but please call me Cynthia. Even in a professional setting, you're actually called by your first name, Cynthia. All right, so let's see. Okay, so let me quickly think of something that I learned on the job. Mm, mhm. Follow up. Okay, so this one. it's a pain point experience, but I learned from it. So a customer came in with a complaint that my team came late. Came late for, so let's use an example for a bride's makeup. The makeup artist got to the location late. Now they got to the location late, and the planner was I was angry that she sent me an update that I had acknowledged. Now, truth to it, I acknowledged the email, but I did not read through the email to see that the time had been updated. Now, the reason why I didn't do that is because that's a fault on my end. But in my defense, at the time, I had already prepared the itinerary for the day, so I didn't, and they had already told me a time. Now, I'm not going to blame the planner, but honestly, the planner should have called me to tell me. I'm not trying to blame the, I'm a human being. I'm not trying to blame it, but the planner should have called me to tell me that they've updated the time. They already answered the questionnaire telling me they're coming for 4 o'clock. But the email she sent, no, 5 o'clock, but the email she sent said that the start time was from 4 to 5. Now I saw it, I did not pay attention to it because I thought maybe it was a typo error from the planner side, since it was 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on our end. So I didn't really think it to be serious, which was very bad. So now on that day, the makeup artist got there late. No, she didn't get there late. She was on her way. And then the planner started calling me. I was like, "Where's your makeup artist?" And I'm like, "She's on her way, but our time is for 5." The next thing she starts shouting, "No, I sent you an email yesterday. It's 4 p.m. That's the time." I was like, "Okay, no problem. My apologies." Then I called the makeup artist. Thank God she was mobile. She went to the venue. She went there on time, but instead of being a whole 1 hour late, she was just 30 minutes late. Now that happened. Now what? Now I'm getting to the lesson I learned. So that happened, and I got overwhelmed with other tasks. I'm not trying to give an excuse, but that's what happened. I got overwhelmed with other tasks, and um I didn't do a follow-up to find out if the client was satisfied after the us arriving late. So I now got an email. So normal time work resumes by 9, 10, 11. I got an email from the planner, and then the planner was stating how disappointed she was in me not following up to make sure that she was satisfied with our service despite being late. So now that is a pain point, because now in my company should see that, oh, I made one of the artists go late and all of that. So now this is a lot. You have to learn, pay attention to details, and then follow up. So these two I learned on the job. So I hope you love the story I just told you, and we learned the lessons that I have now learned. In the next minute we will probably be going offline. Yes, I did for Lola. Amen, amen, amen. It was lovely. It was lovely being with you ladies here today again. I will see you all tomorrow. Let's enjoy a good night rest. Why will we while we rest, let us remember to do researches and just do refreshers. The slides will be shared with you, and yeah. So tech team, thank you so much for being in the backstage helping us. You can please now take us or take me offline so that the ladies can enjoy a beautiful night rest. Thank you, everybody. Bye.